Hello, my friend. Jason Cardamone here. Guys, I thought I would change things up a little bit, throw us all out here in literally, I wanted to give you a beautiful piece of the Colorado weather, as I have literally the most important video I've ever shot, and I have moved around entire parts of my life, including my entire birthday yesterday. I literally worked for 21 hours straight. And I will explain why, and it's really for you. And I know that sounds, it probably sounds really strange, especially if you don't know my mission and my background and really like where, what my mission, my purpose is here, why I'm here on earth, or why I feel like what I'm called to do. And it's really to serve you. And as you're thinking about what that could really look like and what that might really mean to you, you know, I started talking about the weather here, and what's crazy is like the mountains out there, you should be able to see like mountains somewhere right around this area where my hand is. It's the strangest day here today, and that's why I knew it was like the right thing to go and like shoot the video out here, despite the weather is not what, it's not that the weather isn't what I thought it would be, it's that it's like, there's like a fog, and it is never ever like that. I mean, I feel like I'm in a weird San Diego storm coming in, or just something crazy where and in fact it's even a little bit cloudy today, which is super crazy because usually here in Colorado we have over 300 like crazy sunny days, like completely sunny, not a cloud. And here's why all that matters is that sometimes life throws a curveball at you, and you like maybe you're not expecting that, and we've all had this. And as you're thinking back in times in your life where things have been thrown at you, I want you to be thinking about what it could look like for your life what if you could be sitting here on a Tuesday, and whether you're shooting a video or watching someone on a video like this, or maybe you're sitting on a couch watching TV, playing a video game, maybe you're about to leave on a Tuesday afternoon at like 1 or 2 p.m. and go meet your family at a water park instead of being slaving at a job somewhere, or instead of worrying about having to call into a job, or worrying about how you're going to pay your bills on the first of the month coming up here. And all of those, I'm sharing versions of stories of several people I know that they would rather be doing what I'm doing right here, right now with you. And I don't mean being on video, because I know that scares the heck out of some of you. And maybe you, or maybe someone you know that you just don't want to be on video at all. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about you doing exactly what you want to do all day, every day, even if that's work 21 hours on your birthday. Because the reality is, what I do, it's not work. What I do is plant foundations, and I literally serve and live my mission statement. And the purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. And I see others right there, right through this camera lens. And as you're looking at me and imagining what your life could be like if on a Tuesday you're doing whatever you want to be doing, whether it's going to hang with your family, whether it's playing video games, watching TV, whether it is literally just, hey, I'm going to my favorite restaurant just because I feel like it. I'm going to go take my favorite book or my iPad or my Kindle or whatever you love doing, and you're going to go there and you're going to sit there for as many hours as you want to. And as you're imagining what that freedom feels like and what that starts to look like, I want to invite you somewhere on the screen, if you haven't seen it already, I want you to go to register for a webinar that I'm doing on Thursday. And I'm about to sneeze, so I'm actually just going to keep the camera going. Excuse me, guys. So, whatever that might look like, even if it's enough confidence, just like sneeze on camera, not really care, not have to cut it and keep going. I'm doing this Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm literally launching the biggest project I've ever been a part of in my entire life. And I'm bringing you something that I know can transform your life completely, because I've watched this transform lives for several months now. And the truth is, I've been sitting in the background, I've been hiding, I've been working underground, so to say. And as awesome as that's been, we're literally, I mean, I'm in a really tight group of like 5 or 6 of us, and we've been laying the foundation for a multi-9 figure for $1 billion plus play. And while I was doing that and planting those seeds, that's awesome for all of us, and I've used all the gifts I can, as much as I can. The part that really has me called to really resurface here and finally and show you what I'm going to show you on Thursday evening, it's because I'm not using my fullest gifts when I'm hiding with a group of 5 or 6 guys. And granted, yeah, I'm going to bless all of them, make them so much money, as well as my own self and my family, and set up for generations to come. That's awesome for us. But if you're not one of those 6 people, that's not any part of my mission besides serving those amazing people. And they go out and they have a ripple impact. But what's always inspired me to a deep, deep level, and really what I've done for more than 10 years now, is help people create financial and time freedom using the power of the internet. And here's what I know, some of you are about to like leave now because you're like, oh, I can't figure out computers. If you had enough ability to click on a link and you're watching this video, and as you're hearing my voice right now and starting to realize what the sound might sound like if you were not at work, like you're here in nature and you're doing whatever you want to do, and you're feeling the truest definition of freedom to literally do what you want to, I'm not worried about our bills. In fact, I'm looking at hiring loved ones and family members and bringing them on and doing all this stuff because of the kind of abundance we've been able to create. And what's really cool about that, my deepest mission statement, my deepest mission, it's not a damn statement, it's a freaking life that I have. And the bad thing that I have to go to my grave with for the last, so starting right around January of 2015, I pretty much unplugged. I've done a few public webinars here and there, and I've helped some people. You know, I always do that whenever I can, and I've actually gone to a few live events where I've led like groups of really high-level entrepreneurs. I mean, some of these people make 6 figures, 7, 8 figures and stuff. And it's been really fulfilling to go deeply help people and watch their transform, watch them change and transform their lives and do all that. But I've always been doing that. I have so much more reach. Like, whether you're here from my list, whether you're here with me on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, maybe you even have no idea who I am and you still don't even know who my name is, and that doesn't even matter, because I'm not here to like put my name up, and I don't care about speaking from stages. I love speaking from stages because I can touch a lot of lives and inspire and help a lot of people that way. But my name, this isn't some ego play. If I just was here to make a crap load of money, I'm going to be hiding in that underground lab that I've been in for over 18 months now. I'm here because my deepest mission statement and the most fulfilling stuff I do is literally helping set other people free. And I literally have friends right now that are worried about how to make their payments here on the 1st. And it just so happens I'm doing a webinar on June 30th, the evening of June 30th. The link's been on this screen somewhere. I probably need to figure out where to put my head so like I can put the link where it's not like right over me. But all that stuff doesn't matter. I don't care about that. What I care about is that you go register for this webinar and you get there, because you deserve to live a life of freedom. You deserve to not have to worry about how much money is in your bank account. You deserve to have a very simple system that you get. A lot of people don't know this. Back when I started online in 2006, that next year in 2007, I helped an 83-year-old great-grandmother to literally make $300 and $400 a month, and I had no idea what I was doing. All I had going for me back then was a lot of ambition. I was a certified life coach, and pretty much a failed entrepreneur. We had a smoothie franchise, $130,000, totally failed, lost like 50, 60K. And what I had going though was I had a vision I believed. And I know exactly what I felt like back then when I'm working 60, 70 hours, driving an hour each way to work, barely seeing my children that are like 1, 2 years old. They're, you know, the first like year, 2 years of my oldest son's life, I barely saw him grow up because I was working so much. Like maybe you have the similar situation, whether you're missing out one of your loved ones grow up like a child, or whether you're missing time with your spouse, or even missing like, dude, I like to go play softball with the guys or with the gals on Sunday, and maybe you don't even have time to do that because you're doing crap that doesn't matter, like mow your lawn and doing dishes and cleaning your own house. That's not freedom. What that is like a list of living in a mundane life. It's literally being plugged into the matrix. It's literally being locked in a jail cell, not realizing your fullest God-given gifts inside and bringing those out to the world because the world needs you. Everything's messed up. Look around. There's freaking wars everywhere. There's people killing each other for food. There's problems in all over the world with the financial systems. And trust me, things are not going to get better. So if you don't take action right now, your choices, they're limited, and they're not going to get better unless you do something about it. So how much does it really cost you to click the link and go to the link on this screen or whatever and go into your name and email and then clear your schedule for Thursday evening and show up and listen to what myself and some extremely successful entrepreneurs with huge hearts have to share that have literally, guys, what we're going to share with you, it is responsible for one gentleman in the Army now doing $30,000 to $50,000 per month, all part-time, in built all that from scratch in 3 to 4 months. Another gentleman that loves his whole life is all about dancing. He built this internet marketing thing, got things going, and he's off dancing full time because that's what's in his heart. That's what he loves doing, and he's amazing. I've seen him on stages. He's one of the best dancers I've ever seen. But he's following what's in his heart. So now I'm going to ask you something really powerful. What's in your heart? What's your gift? I don't know what that is. You have something deep inside that's calling out. And all these tears are coming from, I've worked literally with thousands of people that are too afraid to go step out and do something about what is that voice, that feeling deep inside. The same feeling, this is my empathy, realizing how many hundreds and literally thousands I've taught. I have personally coached well over 1,000 people. It's probably 2,000 or 3,000 by now. The numbers don't matter. What I know is that one of the things that holds people back is just not believing that they're worth it. And if you're still here, I've obviously said something and you've obviously felt something, and you're starting to see a vision for your future and something that you know you deserve. And maybe, I don't care if it's that 1% of little hope that you're like keeping that flame alive, shelter that flame. I'm going to help you, and I'm going to build this like a huge umbrella over it and help you. And my entire goal is to help you build that into like a little campfire and a bonfire to where you keep that thing going whether I die or wherever I'm at. And no matter, you come show up on Thursday, you plug into this webinar, you see what we have to offer, and you can see and feel and get a real deep sense of something that literally has not had a chance to ever happen. And it was enough to bring me out of this underground lab with a handful of like amazing guys. I love these guys. I'll do anything for them. And in fact, part of why I'm doing this Thursday is for those guys. So I am serving them too, which is a beautiful thing because I didn't plan all that stuff. I didn't know it was going to happen, but I felt a very deep calling to do this thing, which you're going to see now on Thursday evening. If you choose, and that's your choice to make, but I'm telling you right here, I'm here to lock arms with you. And if you have the tiniest little sense, you want to unplug from that matrix, you have that tiny growing, or maybe it's huge and you're like, hell yeah, I'm there, then let's do this right now. But if you've been burned before, and if you have that tiny thing, that feeling, that tiniest bit of hope, and everybody around you tells you it's not possible, whether it's your spouse like mine used to 10 years ago, whether it's all your family saying, no, that's not possible. But yet a year and a half ago, I crush out my first $80,000 in a month, which was more than twice of what I made my year out of school as a software engineer at Lockheed Martin at $39,000 a year. I made $80,000 in a single month back in the fall of 2014. And that was from an opportunity that is literally a fraction of what we have in front of us. And what's way more exciting than that, I worked my butt off for that. And I had never worked that hard in my life. The difference, it's literally a night and day difference, is that the pieces are already here, the puzzle's already put together, there's already people running with this, there's literally, and not people like me that can get on video and have a list of people and have spoken on stages and, you know, have coached thousands of people. None of that doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters, because there's people average, like, I don't mean average, I'm average. We're all average. We're all like our unique, amazing people. I'm talking about like people who don't have the same skill set that have been doing this for 10 years, starting from scratch in the past 2, 3, 4 months, literally approaching my type of income level, like 5-figure a week type of stuff. And when that stuff happens, that captures my attention. Because that's something I know I want for all of my loved ones, for my family. I want it for all my neighbors here. I want it, well, a couple of my neighbors don't really need that. They're like crushing it. But what they do need, and this is what my neighbors don't have, they don't have the time freedom that I have. Because they're literally off somewhere cranking some business that they're literally locked. Just like you might be locked into a job or your own business. I have a good friend. He is stuck in his business, and he has all this overhead and all this staff and this huge amount of payroll, and if they don't crush out $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, all of a sudden people that he loves and cares about, they start starving. And then he has to still eat off of all that and feed his family, and his business is literally trapping him. By the way, he'll be here on Thursday, and he's already seen what I'm going to show you on Thursday, and he's literally ready to walk from a business doing in the realm of $500,000 per year. So when you have entrepreneurs of all walks of life, when you have people literally part-time, there's a doctor crushing things out, high-end guy, multiple 6 figures per year income. This guy in an hour per night is literally crushing his massive income with what you're going to see. And by the way, guess what? He's a doctor. He's not a marketer. He's not really an entrepreneur. He's basically a self-employed. That's pretty much what doctors are. A lot of them work for a company unless they like own the whole thing themselves. But even self-employed, that is not what a business owner is. That is not what an investor is. It's totally different game. Because when you're self-employed, you're trapped exactly like my friend making the $500,000 per year, but he's trapped in his business. That is a self-employed trap until you get all the right systems and everything in place. So with all that said, I don't know if you own a business. I don't know if you're working 2 or 3 jobs like a woman I just spoke to a couple days ago. I don't know if you have no income. I don't know if you rely on just your spouse to make all the money. I don't know if you're making $10,000 a week now, but you're trapped in your job, but there's some reason why you're still here and why you need to see what we have to offer for you on Thursday evening, because there is more time and financial freedom and more leverage, because the exact same way that I'm now making tons of money way after work I did over a year and a half ago, that kind of foundation, this has some of those seeds in it, but literally multiplied by, there's no way to calculate how much it's multiplied by, except all I know is there are everything from beginners to seasoned entrepreneurs that are literally going out and turning out 5 and 6 figure incomes, monthly incomes. I'm not talking about annual. Annual incomes, 6 and 7 figure kind of incomes. And that has literally happened just here in 2016. We're like halfway through the year. What do you have going? What if you actually invested 6 months of your life? What could your life look like in 2017? What options could you have? And in fact, 6 months is like crazy generous. I've already shared with you some of the 2, 3, 4 months. This is I've never seen anything or felt, I've never been so called to bring something. And in fact, I've been trying to get away from doing any videos like this and just not, like, basically doing just all my private coaching and my small group coaching, and work on like underground amazing projects with high level entrepreneurs, travel around, go to events and things. That's what I love doing. And the missing piece is me deeply serving everybody else, everybody that's not already a 6, 7, 8 figure earner in those little underground circles and stuff. That stuff's all cool, and I love doing that, and I'm going to continue to grow all those networks, and like one door just leads to another. Once you start having success, it becomes easier and easier, and it literally is like a snowball rolling down a hill. And I have no idea, maybe I was going to say maybe the clouds are clear. They're not really. It's kind of foggy looking back there. You should be able to see those mountains super clearly, but what's amazing, you may not be able to see super clearly what's going to happen. Just like a year and a half ago, I had no idea the things that were going to lead to what's happening right now in my life, as well as several of my friends and all kinds of people's lives around me, as well as what can potentially be happening in your life here within the coming hours, the coming couple days. So register for this webinar. I will pay very close attention when the videos I'm coming out within the next day or two and what you see happening. You're watching some very, very big things in the making, and there are some people that I cannot share their names, but you are going to, there are some very powerful people that are very famous that are literally watching. They know exactly what's happening. They are literally putting some assets in place, and there are some things happening. We're going to show you everything you need to know on Thursday to literally step into something very simple, very step by step. All the stuff I've done as part of my success over these years is taking the technical internet stuff and making it really simple for people. Well, thank God I finally found some people that are even, not only are they at my level of marketing and everything I do, they're actually above my level. And I don't have too much ego to say this. Not only on top of that, it's like the dream people I've always wanted to lock arms with, because they have hearts to serve other people, and they're not sitting here like worried about, they're literally making millions. That's not where their focus is. Their focus is to make a very deep impact in humanity. And in fact, that's the reason I was at a $10,000 mastermind 8 weeks ago, I don't know, in the last couple weeks. And what happened, I had this conversation, I'm in the lobby, and one of the gentlemen you're going to meet here on Thursday night, we have this conversation, and what really came out of it is I asked him how he got connected with a couple of people I'm going to introduce you to. And what he shared with me about their mission and what they're doing, that was the foundation for what caused all of this happening right now. And so while I've been putting all these pieces in place and like really strategically making sure I can serve you in the highest capacity I can, including making sure the other obligations I have, everybody's taken care of, everybody has what they need from me, everybody is cool with everything I'm doing, you know, everything with full integrity and transparency. What's super cool, I had that meeting in the lobby, that conversation. That little conversation was like 90 seconds. This part of it was 90 seconds. It was probably 10, 15 minutes. And during those little 60, 90 seconds, me seeing into this guy's heart and realizing what his real mission is directly in alignment with what I'm here to do with humanity. And it directly has to do with locking arms with people, serving people that want to unplug from the matrix, because that's what they deserve. Knowing that their life, knowing that they've been called to continue to try whatever you've been doing, and no matter what level of success, whether you've never made a dollar, and I don't care if you're making 6 figures a month, because there are people making more than you that are far more influential than probably almost anybody watching this video, unless your name is like Donald Trump and you have billions of dollars, or some like I'm serious, like some kind of crazy influence. And even some of the biggest internet marketers that you probably know of, well, just keep your eyes open, my friend. Keep your eyes open. When people of multiple calibers are looking at something like this and engaging in it, and some of them are already running with things, you need to take a serious look. So go enter your name and email, click the link, follow the link, type it in, whatever it is, find the link on the screen or below this video or to the side or wherever, click the link, enter your name and your email, clear your schedule for Thursday evening, June 30th, 3 days after my birthday. It's going to be a big birthday celebration. You guys know I'm joking. I celebrated my birthday by cranking and doing all this stuff to really plant a foundation, because I want to help thousands and thousands of people create the life of freedom. And while I've helped thousands of people to make their first dollar, like hundreds of dollars per month, I've only helped a small handful of people to make 5 figures a month. And I've helped, I don't know, 100 people make thousands per month. But that's not freedom. 1,000 per month doesn't get most people free. And while I'm really grateful for all those things, this is like, I'm planting my flag here. I've made it very clear to everybody I know. This is literally the biggest thing I've ever done, and I'm really excited. I encourage you to join me. Let's lock arms. I'll see you on Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. In case you need more than that, it's 8 p.m. Central, it's 7 p.m. Mountain, and in case you're outside of the U.S., you have to go do those. It's somewhere middle of the night in the UK, 2 or 3 a.m. or something like that. And you guys can figure it out. In Hawaii, it's like 2 or 3 p.m. or whatever. So wherever you're out in the world, you are more than welcome to show up. And in fact, I encourage you to get there, because the reason I'm like pausing here, guys, because I have to be careful. This can sound easily very hypey, anything I'm about to say. So I can promise you've never seen like anything with the pieces in place like you're going to see on Thursday, with the ease of system, with proven results already in the door right now. There's never existed anything like this. So that's the reason we're here. Looking forward to working with you. Get your name and email registered. We will see you on Thursday evening. I love you. I believe you. Maybe I believe you. I might not believe you, but I believe in you. And I appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Thursday.